And then Paula heard the squeak, squeak, squeak of rubber soles on a very clean floor.
Oh, God.
They were approaching her, and then she exclaimed, "Achman goat!"
The only thing that can make this scarier is a bunch of European dudes' bare butts.
Oh, buckle up then.
Ah.
You ready to talk some movies, Brennan?
Yeah, okay.
Well, let's go. Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth!
Hi, welcome to the Corrupted Youth Podcast. I'm Dan.
I'm Brennan.
We're a father and son duo that... Oh, Brennan, why don't you take it away?
Oh, God. I've gotten this right before. We are a father and son duo that explore the latest...
Oh, man. Okay, all right, whatever. We got to get this recording done. We explore the latest blockbusters, classic genre films, and the schlockiest of golden age VHS rental store flicks.
In spoiler-heavy fashion. I remember that part.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, it's summer slasher camp time. So all our movies for summer slasher camp were recommendations from our listeners. And then we did a dumb live thing that ended up like on playback. I realized it was playing audio that we had already said over us through
Cool.
one chunk. And I don't know why that happened. But
Weird.
new technologies, new problems. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
This one was a recommendation by Richard from Hello, This is the Doomed Show. And, I've got a little thing that we're going to play from Richard.
Hello, Dan and Brennan. This is Richard of Hello, This is the Doomed Show. I wanted to call in and say hello to you because I picked this movie that I heard y'all are talking about called Anatomy from 2000, the German slasher. So yeah, I remember when this movie was new, my wife and I were quite taken with it. And when you guys were asking for slasher recommendations, I wanted to give you things that were slightly outside of the box. And this one came to mind almost immediately. You don't see a lot of German slashers from this era. And upon rewatching it, I discovered that it holds up quite well. Our most recent viewing was the dubbed version, dubbed into English. And I believe that it adds some cheesiness to it that is slightly less there with the German language version with subtitles, but not too much. I mean, this is a pretty goofy slasher to begin with. So, you could only add so much seriousness to it. But if you listen carefully to the beautiful English dub, you'll hear some voice actors from the good old days of Italy who have snuck in there. So it's pretty fun to get that connection to all the way back to Italian horror to a German film from the year 2000. But yeah, this one never lets up. I never feel bored during it. And it's got a unique setup and, the unique methods of killing. And I like the red herrings and all that good stuff. As for the sequel, I remember it being pretty good, but I have not seen Anatomy 2 for a very, very, very long time. So, proceed with caution, but it's probably good. But yeah, you guys rock, and you're great. And I hope you enjoyed the film. Bye.
Okay, well, there it is. Thank you, Richard, for sending us that. That was very sweet of you.
Yeah, very fun.
And if anything, it gets us a little more excited to explore this movie and have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Anatomy from the year 2000. This is a German movie. We watched the English dub because that's all we could really get our hands on,
Yeah.
which is fine. because sometimes I don't like taking notes while I have a movie to read.
Yeah, I agree.
Or sometimes then I have to watch it multiple times and not always the best.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get my reading hours in.
Not that it's nothing wrong with reading a movie.
No,
though.
no. I watch plenty of anime.
We are
no stranger to it.
Yeah, we are very pro subtitles.
Yeah.
And so with Summer Slasher Camp, we also have to take at the end of the movie, we each have our own list of 5 tropes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you changed yours this year.
I did not know.
I did not change mine either. And we will see if this movie meets all of our tropes, and if it meets a majority, then I guess it's a slasher.
Yeah, according to us.
Yeah, it's a pretty low bar.
It's loosey-goosey for sure.
Yeah, we've only had one that didn't make it. But yeah, with that, first time watch for me, first time watch for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is exciting that we're exploring some new territory here.
Yeah.
And with that, I guess we can play the trailer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Throw another log into the trailer machine.
Logs? I've been using toddlers this whole time.
Oh, no.
Ah.
No wonder why it's so goopy.
For hundreds of years, a secret society of doctors has conducted their own terrifying research. Today, Paula Henning has discovered that their research won't be complete
They're dissecting their specimens
without one more subject.
while they're still alive.
Anatomy.
Very short trailer. Gets to the point.
We would know because we just listened to it.
Absolutely. So I will go over the letterboxd info here quick.
Mhm.
So we can dive right into anatomy. This is from 2000, directed by Stefan Ruzowitzki. And the tagline is, "Some study, some are studied."
Ooh.
Okay, and then it says here, medical student Paula wins a place at an exclusive Heidelberg medical school when the body of a young man she met on the train turns up on her dissection table. She begins to investigate the mysterious circumstances surrounding his death. That's German efficiency for you.
And after she finds out who killed him, it takes her another 30 minutes to find out who killed him.
Well, I'll just go through our 4 kind of main cast people here. We have, should I say it like if I was German?
Yeah.
Franca Potente as Paula, Benno Furman as Hein, Anna Luce as Gretchen, and Sebastian Blomberg as Casper. Oh, man. I can do that because I'm 3/4 German. I'm seriously one bad haircut and a whoopsie doodle shaving my mustache away from being problematic.
Hey, luckily enough, all of our German ancestors got here before the war. So
Before both of them.
before both of them, yeah.
Yep. And after the Civil War, so
Yeah.
don't think any of our relatives ever owned any people, which is amazingly good.
Yeah, definitely good.
So this movie opens up with some autopsy class shenanigans. Oh, yuck, yuck, yuck. Yucks ahoy. I mean, just, you can imagine.
Mhm.
I'm not really going to get into it. But this is where we meet Paula, our heroine of the story. And I put the class in Italy, so I'm guessing maybe that's where she was at the time.
Yeah.
Well, she's going to medical school. That's all we need to know.
Mm-hmm.
She goes and gives her grandpa a visit. And since this is a German movie, I made a joke that this old man was probably on the wrong side of the war.
Yeah.
And then we see her at work where I didn't realize that it was her dad at first.
Yeah. Me neither.
I just thought it was just a boss.
Mm-hmm.
But her boss is her dad, and her dad's the doctor, and he just runs like a small clinic.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, she gets a little rude towards him.
Yeah, because she's wanting to like go on to like bigger things. She doesn't want to work in the clinic. Just and she makes like a kind of a she says like a mean thing about the clinic too, in front of everybody, in front of like her dad and all of the people there for care.
Mm-hmm.
So she kind of bites her tongue a little bit, but yeah, she's just wanting to like branch out, do something more grand with her knowledge.
Yeah, which is good because she ends up winning this opportunity to study at this prestigious school.
Mm-hmm.
So she obviously is going to take it because she doesn't want to be just Joe, regular doctor. She wants to be somebody special.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get this cut here with this guy waking up, and turns out he's getting his organs harvested.
Yeah.
And he's not really cool with any of this, which I don't blame him.
Yeah, this is a pretty fun, scary scene. It's definitely nothing you want happening to you.
No, because I really started thinking about it while I was watching, and I thought this would not be cool at all.
Yeah. It was pretty neat too, because like they had his arm completely like deconstructed, like just portions of it removed, and like his fingers were
Mhm.
just like missing chunks. So you could see like down to his bone.
It was a very cool practical effect.
For sure it is, yeah.
Well, then Paula, we catch up with her on her train to Hogwarts, where she meets, just like in every Harry Potter book, she meets her other student friend,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
which this is Gretchen. Gretchen will be known as the horny one
Definitely.
because that's her character.
That was probably her name in the script for a long time.
Und Gretchen, horny. There's an emergency on the train. They need a doctor. And so Paula goes to help, but she's not actually a doctor yet, but I guess she's got medical training. So,
Better than nothing.
yes. And I thought this guy was wearing a Star Wars shirt,
Yeah.
but it just says Style Wars on it
Pretty sick.
in the Star Wars font. And she gives him some CPR. We learn that this is David. He seems like a nice young man,
Mm-hmm.
but he's got a chronic health condition, apparently, where he'll just like, I don't know.
Have a heart attack and just drop dead. Because yeah, he gets revived and then he's just like, yeah, it's fine. This happens like all the time.
Yeah, because the three of them are just hanging out and becoming chummy. And they kind of make plans to maybe meet up later,
Mm-hmm.
which is because they're all going to the same place, even though he's not a medical student.
Just going to the university, I suppose.
Something. I guess it doesn't really matter.
No,
does
it doesn't.
it? Spoiler alert. They say like just because they're from the same place, they're like, well, you two could just be roommates.
Yeah.
Like Paula and Gretchen, which is convenient for the story, I guess. But they seem to get along anyway.
Get along enough, at least.
Yeah, I suppose. I mean, Gretchen's, as the horny one, is just...
Let's go out and party. Let's go out and meet boys. Yeah.
Yeah, Paula's a lot more reserved.
Yeah. She's just like, I'm just here to like get my degree.
Yeah. I think it went earlier in an earlier scene, she makes a comment to her mom about it too.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not going to get knocked up and ruin my career.
Good for you.
Yeah. Probably a wise call.
Then, well, they decide... This doesn't really seem like much of an orientation, but they're supposed to go to an orientation
Mm-hmm.
at the anatomy lab. And on their way, they meet this girl, Gabby, who I thought would be way more involved in this story. But
She's always there in the background.
yeah, but I thought like, hey, I guess we're just not used to movies naming women right off the bat.
True. Yeah.
It's not really common for the movies that we cover. So I was like, oh, Gabby's okay, I better write this one down. But they go in, and this place is a pretty cool set.
Definitely.
I'd say it's very stainless steel.
Mm-hmm.
And I had in my notes about more stainless steel than the X-Men movie.
Which is crazy. And it's true, too.
And this is just one set.
Yeah.
But it does have that look to it, too.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's also like that early 2000s, late 90s kind of look.
Yeah, I mean, clearly this was filmed in the late 90s, but like,
Mhm.
not a whole lot of stuff has changed
Mm-hmm.
between that and the 90s and the early 2000s.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's very dated because this is probably the only movie we'll ever cover with a Fatboy Slim song in it,
Yeah.
which that took me off guard too.
Yeah, yeah. It
I was
did.
like, whoa, what is happening here? So it really kind of sets the tone for the time period.
Yeah, it's usually like a cool hip hop song that everyone's listening to because it's the 80s or it's the 90s.
It really kind of took me out of the movie though, especially like being a German movie, but I don't know. I mean, I guess he was popular enough, or maybe that was just for the US one. Maybe they had some weird, strange German synth pop.
See, I would rather listen to that.
Oh, me too. Okay, so anyways, yeah, so they're in the anatomy lab and they come in there and Paula thinks that she saw one of the corpses on the table move
Mm-hmm.
because they're all covered. There's a lot of like weird rubber coverings in this movie.
Yeah, like thin, clear plastic coverings.
Yeah. Like it's kind of rubbery, or at least that they make it sound that way.
Yeah,
Everything's so squeaky in this movie.
yeah.
It's a very squeaky movie. But turns out, yeah, this corpse is actually moving. And when they go investigate, it has no head, which then I'm like, okay, come on, let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
But Paula's just inquisitive and ends up finding, like, she starts actually deducing what could make this corpse move.
Mm-hmm.
And then ends up finding some wire and realize that it's being like jolted with electricity. So then she follows it back to like this electrical closet that's just there.
Mm-hmm.
And there's like 3 dudes just hanging out in there giggling.
Pulling some prank.
Yeah. I didn't catch any of these guys' names other than Phil because he's the glasses guy. But they don't really come up. Maybe one of the other guys does. I don't know.
I wasn't paying enough attention to like remember faces.
No, there was definitely blue turtleneck guy.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah. I do like how Paula handled this though. She didn't get like super scared and run away. I did really like her thinking through the problem. And also like when she catches all the dudes, she's like, "Do you guys have no ethics?" Which
Yeah,
is a
she-
good point. Like, what are you doing?
I think it's a common trope in that you hear stories of people pulling pranks at medical schools all the time.
Mhm.
Because I guess, especially when you're probably, dealing with cadavers, that you probably want to just have some like gallows humor with it,
Sure. Yeah.
to take your mind off of the,
Yeah.
that they're people and you're just trying to learn.
Mhm.
But I don't know about like, I mean, it is a fun prank though.
It is a pretty fun prank.
It's a cool prop too.
Yeah.
Some fun cadaver props in this movie.
Definitely.
And real cadavers.
Probably. Yeah.
No, there wasn't.
No, there wasn't. You looked that
No,
up.
yeah, there was no real
Wow.
cadavers
Really
in
good
this
special
movie.
effects then.
Yes.
Dang, yeah.
But yeah, not a whole lot of. I thought there was going to be way more nudity in this movie too,
Mm-hmm.
but it's almost all exclusively dude butts.
Yeah.
A lot of dudity in this.
Pleasantly surprised.
Hey, that's fine. It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty progressive for that time period, but it is German, so they're a lot more open to the human body.
Yeah.
Unlike here in the States where we'll use it to sell you stuff, but gosh darn it, better not like just put it away. Gross.
Yeah, yeah.
We're the most like prudish sexual people. We're pretty messed up here. Anyway, going off on a tangent. Beer hall, the fun beer hall.
Yeah, this bar looks awesome.
Oh, so much fun. All these students are just hanging out, drinking beer, singing songs. It looks like a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And I like what they do here too, the director does with following this waitress.
Yeah, yeah. Good
A lot.
motivated camera movement.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're just following around, you're checking stuff out.
There's a couple of other times where they do something like that, where something will be happening and you'll follow a character over to the rest of the scene. Love that. Love that.
But then, so in this part here, we get introduced to Casper, the tiniest soul patch man.
Oh, I wanted to shave it off so bad. Hate that stupid thing.
It's really not cool.
It's so nasty.
He's kind of nasty too.
He is just a nasty.
He's kind of a
dude.
gross dude.
Yeah.
But clearly they're kind of like, he's kind of cocky, and it's like, oh boy, here's the love interest.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have to have their little meet cute here where she doesn't quite like him, and it's like, oh boy.
Yeah. Plus he goes off on like this little tangent about how he's just there to like make money. He's only in medical school to make money. So sets him up as pretty unlikable right off the bat.
Oh, for sure. But as we flow through this place, we see that David's there, and apparently like he got stood up.
Yeah, poor dude.
Yeah. So then he's pretty loaded, and he decides to go take a whiz. And as soon as he gets into the restroom, he gets nabbed. Somebody injects him with something and then hauls him out.
Mm-hmm.
And the waitress sees him getting dragged out.
Yeah.
She, like his legs or whatever. She's like, that guy was super drunk. Probably puked all over the bathroom. But then David wakes up, and he's on a table, and he can't really do a whole lot of moving at first.
Yeah.
Then he kind of like works his way. He makes a valiant attempt at escape.
He does, yeah, because he like scoots one of the little tables over towards him, and he grabs a scalpel and manages to like cut one of the surgeon people trying to operate on him.
Yeah, because there's two guys.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, too, this is all in the anatomy room at the school too. We can see that now. But yeah, he jumps off the table, and he's just naked, and he's trying to like fight off the two people, and he gets a good slash on one of the guys, but they're able to. Oh yeah, they just stab him. They just kill him.
Yeah, and they seem pretty disappointed in it.
Mm-hmm.
They just had to kill this guy. And we have this whole thing where we get like the intro to the class with the professor and stuff. And we also get like a little tour, and we see like the cool displays. And these displays are like, it's called, the process is I can't say it. They're plasticized cadavers. And this was a process. It's a real process. Although these are not real.
They look super real.
They do look super real. I did see like it was like a traveling thing, and I did see like some plasticized corpses at a museum, and it was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, yeah.
Super crazy. And none of them were real in this movie. According to IMDb, which whatever. The director he thought about using real ones, and then thought like, nah, we can't do that because it would be, quote, too macabre. Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they got a lot of praise for how good their props looked.
They deserve it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like actual people were like, yeah, this is really like medically accurate.
Yeah. Because like when they go into this room of all the plasticized corpses, we were just like, oh, those must be real. Like they must have just gotten like real stuff for this.
That's what I thought because, I had seen them and I was like, yeah, it looks pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
So Dr. Gunther von Hagens developed this in 1977. And they could technically last forever with just a little maintenance. So pretty fascinating.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is like pumping in like a plastic or like an epoxy. Oh yeah, and on one of them we see it's the hand from earlier. So something's amiss at this school. We get a brief montage, which is kind of fun, and then it just kind of like comes to a screeching halt because we get David on the table.
Yeah,
in the class, and Gretchen and Paula are like, "Yikes! Like we know this guy." But because of his heart condition, they don't really think much of it. But there's a question of like, I wonder where they get all these bodies from.
Yeah.
But the professor, who is played later in the movie as this lovable guy, is a real dick here.
He is throughout like the whole movie.
You think
pretty
so?
much. Yeah.
I thought they softened him up later. But right here, he's a real dick because he has Paula remove the heart
Uh-huh.
knowing that she knows this guy.
Yeah.
And this kind of like, she starts getting a little suspicious at this point in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Of like,
Because she does notice like a stab wound on him. And she's like, hey, there's a stab wound here. And the professor guy's like, it was just prepared poorly. It's like just the excuse.
yeah. And she decides that she wants to get a sample of this body or like his tissue or something,
Mhm.
blood, whatever, and send it to the lab guy that her dad works with. Who's just like, this guy's pretty fun.
He's a super fun guy, yeah.
Yeah. Paula's got to go to the morgue to collect this sample. And she notices as she's going through that on the leg, there's a triple A with an exclamation point carved into the leg. It's like, well, this is weird.
Mm-hmm.
Then we get the big guy.
Oh, the scary dude?
Yeah, the big like Russian scary dude
Yeah.
who just is like working with the professor. What he really does, I don't know. He's just there to be intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of like comes in and she gets busted, right?
Yeah.
But she does get the sample.
Yeah. Yeah, she just plays it off saying like the professor said that she could do it, but he doesn't really buy it, but
yeah, so he makes a phone call and then marks that corpse for cremation.
uh-huh.
So then Paula tries to explain all this kind of stuff to Casper of her being suspicious, and he's just more horny and just wants to like kiss, and that just causes her to bail.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
Then we get a fun little lake day
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
where they're all just kind of like everybody's hanging out, playing a little footy and hanging out by the little beach at the lake. And yeah, I just have just more like Gretchen is smart and horny.
Yeah. Yeah, because we find out that because Paula graduated, she had like the second best results on the test or whatever to get to this university. Gretchen had the best. And she got the best score like 3 years in a row or something like that. So Gretchen is like stupid smart.
Yeah, there's like this whole bit here with like, I can't remember if this was like a specific guy or not because there's just too many dudes, but she's like pulling his pants down and swapping his buns.
Yeah, showing off his butt.
She's all into like dude's physiology. But then we get Casper showing up, which this doesn't really like amount to much anything. He's just kind of like does a dick move and then causes Paula to leave.
Yeah, like kisses her and then says some like stupid stuff.
This just becomes more and more unlikable.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because like, yeah, she brings up the whole AAA thing and apparently like it's a doctor thing. I don't know how anybody even really knows much about this. But then it becomes like, you know, he would just rather make out. So whatever. But she decides that she's going to look up this AAA exclamation point thing at the library. And she ends up finding some information and gives an explanation to Gretchen, which I have made a clip.
You should use the German clip.
The German clip?
Yeah, where they're like the native language.
No, it's going to be the English.
So? Was he right?
What? The nerve of that son of a bitch. I never want to see him again. Anyway, AAA is the abbreviation for Age Actabile Anti-Hippocrate.
Achieve the achievable?
I couldn't find any specifics, except that it's a secret society, sort of a cross between the Freemasons and a college fraternity. With these old rituals, a lodge, the whole thing. The point is, MDs always follow the Hippocratic Oath and live by it. You know, helping patients, healing them, blah, blah, blah. Now, the anti-Hippocratics are totally into research. Here, experimental killing of the few to ensure the survival of the many. Crazy, huh? And here, founded in the 16th century, it reemerged during the Third Reich. Today's sporadic incidents of anti-Hippocraticism have been witnessed in genetics, artificial procreation, pharmacology, etc. Now get this. One of the centers of the anti-Hippocratic movement during the early 1900s and the Nazi era was Heidelberg.
So, secret society stuff.
Anti-Hippocratics.
Yep. willing to just do anything in the name of science and money.
Pretty terrifying.
It kind of is, yeah. And like, you don't really want this.
No, like the Hippocratic Oath is like the one thing that makes all of medical science good.
Yeah. More on that later.
Yeah.
So then she gets a call from the lab buddy, and he finds out that there was a chemical in the body that is often used for taxidermy. Basically, it just kind of rubberizes the blood.
Because she was noticing that. That's what another thing that cued her off. The blood was like super thick and like coagulated.
Boy, every once in a while in my notes, it just says Casper, and I'm like, whatever. We get some stuff happening in the dorm room where we get more man butt.
Yeah.
We get to see Phil and his buns. There's some funny stuff with all this too. About Gretchen is just like very outgoing with all of this information.
Yeah.
She makes for some good comedic moments though.
For being the horny college student kind of like stereotype, she is a fun character. Like,
yeah, like don't take us the wrong way when we talk about her, because she's one of the better parts of this movie.
Right, yeah.
She's got like the best things, some of the best dialogue in this movie.
For real.
Hands down. Back at the lab, the professor is telling Paula to just kind of like, you got to just let this stuff go. Like, don't be thinking too much about this. Just don't even
You
worry
need to
about it.
forget about your friend is what he says in a quote. Like, that's crazy.
Okay, maybe I was wrong about him. Getting nicer as the movie progresses.
No.
Then we have a scene here where Casper cuts his finger and Paula has to wrap it up for him, like during the class. And I'm like, did she just volunteer for this, or was she told to do it just because she's the woman? So it kind of made me a little mad, the thought, like thinking about this a little too much.
Well, I don't know. It's just annoying with what Casper says to her, too. It's all just like, wow, you're so good at this.
Then I was like, oh, I wonder if this cut finger is going to play a part in the movie later, because boy, oh boy, they're definitely alluding that Casper's shady in some way or another.
Yeah.
He's got a secret.
I mean, the soul patch alone cued me off. It's like the classic, you can always tell a villain in the movie by their hair. Remember that?
Oh, yeah, your hair theory?
Yeah.
That goes back to episode 1.
It does. Yeah. Hair theory applies here. Soul patch, big red flag.
I like this whole scene here with Gretchen and Phil going out to this fancy dinner.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's pretty fun because they go out to like this super fancy restaurant and, what's the dude's name?
Phil?
Phil is like, oh, like we should probably like go somewhere else. Like this is a little too fancy for us. And Gretchen's like, nah, it's all right. Cuts to them eating their food. Gretchen is talking so loud and she's going into all this disgusting medical detail while slurping down clam from the clamshell. Just slurping it down.
Yeah, like oysters.
Oh, yeah. Oysters. I don't know. I don't eat either. Oysters. Yeah. She's slurping down oysters, just saying all this gross stuff. And they end up getting kicked out. They end up getting kicked out of the restaurant.
They got a free meal out of it.
Yeah, they didn't even have to pay.
Paula ends up at the dorm room where there's a bunch of blood on her bed. She finds that she was sitting in a puddle and was just like, whoa, what the heck?
Mm-hmm.
And then she ends up finding like it's dripping under her bed and there's a candle under there. So apparently this means that like she's marked now as in opposition of the secret society.
On to her. They know what she's doing.
And she knows this because she's got a book. It's in the book.
But somebody comes in the door.
It's a guy who's there for Gretchen.
Mm-hmm.
Or he's kind of in there. He doesn't like come to the door. He's like in the dorm room because they have separate rooms.
Yeah.
Gretchen has a separate room.
Paula's smart though, because she grabs like a blanket or something and jumps on him and like wraps it around his head and like tackles him to the floor.
Yeah, this is Hein.
Hein.
And he's all upset that, like, oh, Gretchen, like, I'm so in love with her.
And he's like,
she's just sleeping around.
Yeah, and he's crying. He's like, I have feelings too, and you might not know because I'm so big and strong.
It's so then Paul is just stuck listening to Hein.
Yeah.
Then we get some Gretchen and Phil lab sexy time ish, kinda. Then she ends up ruining the mood.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because she says something gross like, oh, I had to like remove something or other. There was it was like some guy's pancreas was on this table today or something gross.
So as Paula and Hein are having the talk about the feelings, Casper ends up showing up and he gets jealous because because Paula sat in blood. So now she's just hanging out in a robe. So she must have went and washed up. And then Casper's taking this as a sign that they had their own sexy time. But then we also get the reveal here too about Hein having the cut on his chest.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Hein's one of the bad guys.
Then things are heating up again in the lab with Gretchen and Phil. And then and then Hein shows up and he ends up injecting Gretchen
and killing Phil.
Killing Phil, yeah. And then takes Gretchen to a secret lab. And we can assume that Gretchen is injected with the rubber shot.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like here where Hein is trying to stash Phil in the morgue.
Though this part was great.
And like the cleaning staff comes in or just like maintenance or whatever. And he starts sweating balls about getting caught and has to like jury rig something to block the door from being opened.
Yeah.
And he's just like bumbling around and really getting in a panic. And this is tense.
Yeah.
This is good. But this isn't like like in Psycho when Norman's trying to like not get caught.
Yeah.
And you're kind of rooting for him.
Right.
You're not rooting for Hein.
Yeah.
But it still is that tense.
Yeah, this part was pretty great. He's trying to like rip all the clothes off the dude and like take all of his jewelry off. And I will say they don't make it very believable that he gets all this done in time.
No, because they do just get that door open and he's just not there, but he's hiding in a cabinet. And the fun part though is like they're coming in to get some of the bodies for a class or whatever.
Yeah.
Just convenient, I guess. I don't know why they would do this at night, but it doesn't matter. It's just for the tension. And then they end up like they can't open one of them. So they're like, we'll just get the next one. And that's the one that he was trying to cram Phil in. And so then they pull it out and it's like, oh no, it's going to be Phil. But then he has no head. Then you see that in a Aldi bag.
Yeah.
in the cabinet is just about head sized.
How did he manage to cut that dude's head off without any of the blood getting anywhere?
Hey,
whatever.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever. It's a fun scene.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
What he did with the head, who knows? It doesn't matter. There's some talk in the class. Hey, where's Phil?
Has anybody seen Gretchen?
Yeah. It gets so dismissed all the time. It's annoying.
It is kind of annoying, especially with like Gretchen because she's the top student.
Just because she's the horny one and likes to party doesn't mean that she'd skip class.
Exactly, yeah.
And they're just like, I don't know. They talked about going on a trip. They probably just did that.
Without letting anyone know.
Yeah. And then we get Hein here revealing that he is in fact a bad guy. And he just blows it intentionally, which is kind of odd for a movie like this. So I'm kind of doing the how is this going to work now?
Yeah.
You usually don't get a villain reveal till the end of the movie, but here we are, like, what, 3/4 of the way through, maybe?
Yeah.
If that.
And he's pretty clear about it. And Paula's like, this must be some prank or something.
Yeah, we get a finger reveal and stuff, and there's like, clearly he's the bad guy. And so Paula is like, I'm going to the police. And these are like some of the shittiest police.
Cliche police.
Nobody takes her serious. And they're like, you medical students always pulling pranks.
Literally just take any scene of your protagonist going to the cops and the cops not believing them. Just, it's that exact thing. That's why I love Monster Squad so much. Because that little kid writes the military that there are monsters. And at the end of the movie, the military actually shows up.
You're right. That is awesome.
That's so awesome.
Oh, yeah. So then we get this thing where Hein makes a phone call. We don't know to who, but he's like, I'm going to need some help dealing with this.
Mm-hmm.
Dun, dun, dun. Well, we know there's at least two from earlier in the movie.
Right.
Who the second one is? Dun, dun, dun.
I think it's Gretchen.
Yeah, somehow I don't think so. So then, but I mean, it's a whole lot of just, you're either in the lab or you're not.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they paid a lot for this set here, so, and get use of whatever place they filmed in. So they're getting their money's worth out of this. And so Paula goes there, Hein is there, and he just taunts her and starts chasing her. And then we end up like going down into like some secret areas.
Mm-hmm. We also see Gretchen has been
that's right.
plasticized.
That's right.
And yeah, he's all super crazy.
Yeah.
Like, now she can be pretty forever, and you'll be pretty forever too.
Yeah, like had her face on it and then like pulls the face off.
Yeah.
Pretty cool stuff.
Pretty
it looks
cool
pretty
stuff.
cool. It's pretty scary.
But yeah, Paula's like, I'll give Paula this too. She loses Hein in this chase. She does a good job getting away.
Yeah, because she goes down in like some secret areas. There's like their own little lab that this
Underground secret catacombs.
Yeah, there's more buns.
Yeah.
Some more buns for no reason. They're just leaving those cadavers out. But then, we get this whole thing with the professor showing up.
The professor was in on it the whole time.
Yeah. He better explain this in a clip, huh?
Relax, you're safe here. The lodge is off limits.
The Lodge of the Anti-Hippocratic Society. You too?
Yes, of course. The anti-Hippocratics are only interested in the future of medical science. Most of us are unspectacular. We don't restrict ourselves to narrow-minded traditions.
You got psychopaths with knives terrorizing people!
Loud-mouthed little boys who like scaring little girls. Do you really think we would get any research done if we paid attention to ethical principles? Heidelberg has a reputation to maintain. Do you know when we last won the Nobel Prize? This is about our leading role in the medical field. Funds for research. Commissions from the pharmaceutical industry. This is about financing the education of the elite. Your little research assignments. Where do you think the tissue samples come from?
Well, I was wondering about that.
Why don't you ask yourself how one of these so-called ethics commissions would feel about leukemia patients being tested without their knowing about it first?
I had no idea.
Of course not. And who really cares? And the terminal patient barely notices. They all want to be healed, but don't want to suffer the consequences.
Yeah, but the atrocities committed by the anti-Hippocratics are...
Oh my God, Mengele. So he went awry. Like a few other Nazi physicians. Go ahead, condemn them. But no one has ever recognized the achievements of those men, especially in the field of anatomy. At the time, your grandfather developed Pramidal.
What?
Yes, he was. Grand Master of the Lodge. But I thought you knew. He was here until the end of the war.
But...
Yes, your grandfather. They were only prisoners, all critically ill, all worthless lives. But they were such fantastic specimens, dissected alive.
Uh-oh, this isn't good. Turns out that joke I made about the grandpa
A little too accurate.
Yikes. I was just making a joke when I said that.
Yeah.
And it turns out, yeah. So, Grandpa's very unethical, which just crushes Paula.
Yeah.
Because she admires her grandpa so much.
Mm-hmm.
Because he went to this school and her, she just
Her
thinks
grandpa,
the world of him.
her grandpa was the dean of the school too. That gets mentioned.
Yeah.
So she goes home straight away to go see him in the hospital
Yeah.
to give
She's
him a
just
piece of her
allowed to
mind.
go. She's just allowed to leave.
I guess it's the weekend. No, like legit though, it might be the weekend because that's the excuse for Gretchen being gone, was that it was the weekend.
Yeah, but she's actively pursued at this point. I do kind of like though too when she got to that room, when she just is like, oh well, I'll just start nosing around, even though there's a guy trying to kill her.
Yeah, yeah. But when she gets to the hospital, she's just not in time because he just died.
Oh,
What a shame.
darn. Didn't get there in time. Probably died of natural causes, right? Maybe.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Should have gone on trial.
Yeah.
But then her dad shows up and her dad's like nice to her, I guess.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't tell her dad, like, hey, Grandpa was a Nazi.
He is like, yeah, he's like terrible. And that's why I've tried to do like a lot of good. Like he's trying to rewrite it in a way. And he tells her too, like, yeah, you don't have to be evil or anything. Just go out there, be a good doctor. Doesn't matter if your grandpa's a Nazi.
Take the Hippocratic Oath.
Yeah. She has a good scene too of just smashing everything in the room.
Yeah, where she's like smashing all her grandpa's credentials and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when she sees like that he got like some certificate from the secret society.
Yeah.
Which, how secret is that if you just got it like hanging up in your office? I mean, I guess nobody's really going to look into it.
Here's my certificate for joining the Freemasons.
I don't know. I think there's a whole lot of hooey with the Freemasons.
Freemason stuff is lame.
Yeah. I've had a good conversation with a Freemason once.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was like a weird work thing, and I don't know. Turns out, like, I don't know, he thought it was all pretty funny. Or he was just telling me that. Now I'm one of them.
Any secret society that you can Google and find Freemasons of Madison. No, not that secret.
No, but he did say that they do enjoy like all the hype, so.
I bet they do.
Oh, SNS Bar in Merrill, Sick and Social, kind of had a similar thing like what the Freemasons do.
In what way?
In what way? So all it was is like you could sign up to become like part of this social club, and all it was is like your dues and stuff just kind of get collected, and you create like a fund for like your kid.
Oh.
So like in my case, it would have gone to you, but I never got the call back to go in there because there wasn't an opening.
Weird.
Yeah, because it's just a bar that's just run to fund this.
Huh.
Plus, fun fact, beer clock in Merrill, 9:00. You can buy beer from the SNS bar for carryout after 9.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
That's a little well-known secret in Merrill.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
If you're ever in Merrill, past 9.
Trying to buy beer.
Yeah.
Go to SNS.
Get beer from the secret society in Merrill.
It's just a bunch of just dudes. I don't know. Really nothing fancy. But who knows? I never got to wear the cloak. I never got to go out into the woods and get spanked by all the other members. Whatever they did.
It's probably just golf outings.
No, I don't think they were that motivated, to be honest. It was just a bunch of barfly guys.
So it's either you got a bunch of dudes in a bar drinking, or we're going to cut you open while you're still alive.
Okay, this is a good time. What is like the motivation of what's happening here? Is Heinz specifically making these fun plasticized bodies? Because that guy was getting harvested while he was alive earlier.
So the idea is that you can learn more if you do all these cadaver or whatever stuff, all your examinations while they're still alive.
Okay.
And that was something that like is a real thing that people did. It's terrifying, especially in like World War II. There was a lot of Nazi scientists that did it, and
Yeah.
Japanese scientists too were awful as well. And it's very interesting because they made tons of progress in medical science through all these experiments, but obviously it's like the most immoral thing you can do. So it's this weird thing, like after the war, a lot of the nations tried to like take a lot of these scientists and like a lot of their research as their own. So the idea in the movie is that this secret society continued that level of research. They saw the amount of progress that was made, and they're continuing to do it. And at least it's framed from the professor's perspective that he's doing this to progress medical science, to save more lives. But also, a lot of people, when they show like the council later of all the members, some of them are just there for like profit too. They just want more money. So that's kind of the motivations. And they have to keep it all secret, obviously.
Yeah, because everybody would be like, what the hell?
Yeah, what are you doing? So it is based off of like real world stuff.
Yeah, and so speaking of which, this is where Hein is on trial
Yeah,
in the movie in front of that council. And they're like, whoa, dude, like, not cool. Like, you're going to blow this for the rest of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure where the whole plasticizing people comes into play.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was something that the society was doing. I think it was.
But also it seems like that's kind of what he was doing. I don't know.
I think they were doing it and putting them on display at the university. But I think they're really mad at Hein because he killed Gretchen.
Who's a student.
Right. And that draws tons of attention. Like, what's his name? The Style Wars dude? David. Like, he was totally cool because he had the heart condition and everything. No one would miss him if he died.
Yeah. It wouldn't be suspicious.
And this is where the professor is like, I'm just going to take the blame for this. Like, we need to go to the police about this. And I'll take Hein down and go down with the ship myself in order to protect the society.
Which, all this is just kind of making Hein get a little more unhinged.
Totally.
And yeah, so, well, I guess we got a little ahead of ourselves with the trashing of the grandpa's office, because while that's happening at this point in the movie, that's when this is happening. And then the professor ends up getting it because he's like leaving a message or whatever.
Yeah. Hein shows up at his house.
Yeah. Hein's had enough. He's not going to take it anymore. He's just going to do what he wants. Paula is so sad. Casper is like, hey, why don't I console you with sex?
Don't think it was the right time or place, because Paula just learned that her grandpa's an evil Nazi. Not to
And
mention,
he's dead.
Yeah, and he died. And Gretchen is still missing. Well, actually, dead.
But hey, whatever. This makes her feel better. And I think she's like, you know what? This might work out between us.
Yeah.
Let me just go snoop through his medicine cabinet. And then she finds the rubber drug in his medicine cabinet and is like, oh no.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
She takes the appropriate measures though, because she leaves the bathroom and immediately clubs him with like a book.
Yes.
And takes off running.
Yeah, and she goes looking for the professor, but then, so this is when she finds out that Gretchen's on display.
Oh, right.
Which, whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
And then she ends up getting knocked out by Hein. Oh yeah, we forgot to mention, there's a solution, a saline solution that can be used to counteract the whole process of having your blood rubberized, which is good to know at this point in the movie. So it turns out that Paula wakes up on the table and then Casper shows up. And this is where we learn that Casper is not actually Casper, it's Oliver. And he's not actually a medical student. He's a historian trying to find out information on the secret society. And you brought up a good point about when we were watching it. And how did he even make it this far undercover?
Yeah. Because it's not like we get like some montages and stuff, so some time has passed. You would have had to have been pretending to be a medical student for at least a week.
A prestigious school, nonetheless.
Super prestigious. And it's like post-grad school, too. It isn't like you're getting your degree. You already have your degree, and you're getting a better one.
Yeah. But we find out that he's also somehow locked up Hein. He's like, I got him locked up. Don't worry about it. So a lot of stuff happened that we didn't get to see.
Mm-hmm.
But then this other guy shows up, who's just some rando, that the guy that Hein must have called. And he ends up letting Hein out. And so then we just get like this weird jump to now Paula and Casper are on tables.
Yeah, well, okay, what happens is Casper gets the solution that Paula needs to stop her blood from
Mhm.
becoming rubber. And this scene infuriated me. She's on the table, actively dying. And she's like, you need to go get this solution. You need to inject. He's just like, la, 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 taking his time, just telling his life story to her. And she's like, you need to hurry up. And then, like, she's like, okay, inject me with a solution. And he's like, oh, but I don't know how. Doesn't know how.
Further proof of like, how is he faking being in medical school?
Yeah. Can't give a simple injection into the arm. But he does pull it off. But then he is captured by Hein.
And other dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is where, yeah, they both end up on the tables and stuff like that. And
Casper gets a big old cut in his chest, slice right down. But thankfully, Paula,
because she's unrubberized.
She's able to sneak off of her table while they're not looking, and she grabs one of the rubber solution injector guns and goes ham and just injects one of the dudes like 3 times with it.
Yeah, like the
henchman dude.
The new guy.
Yeah.
And then we get like a whole bunch of cat and mouse stuff going on with Hein and Paula. And that's just the best way to leave it. It's just a whole lot of just chasing
around the school. Pretty fun stuff too.
It's not the worst. It's we've covered worse cat and mouse scenarios in a movie.
It's fun too because Paula is getting like pretty sliced up as she's going too, because Hein's chasing her with a scalpel.
I did like the part in the library.
Yeah.
Where she hops up so he can't see her feet.
Yeah. And then when they're running around in there, because it's one of those libraries where you can like wind or like scoot the shelves around. It has like those crank wheels. So she closes it on him while he's trying to get through. So yeah, pretty fun chase scene. What I will say though, a scalpel is very scary.
A scalpel is very scary.
Not very intimidating. Like, it was scary, not the most intimidating villain running around with a puny little scalpel.
Yeah, but knowing how sharp they are, I don't want to get cut by one.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah.
No way.
Oh, throughout this whole cat and mouse too, we got the henchman dude who got injected, and he's just like stumbling around the lab trying to find the correct solution.
Oh yeah, he gets pretty close.
He does get pretty close because the bottle that Paula had, she smashed on the ground,
which must have been the only one ever,
apparently. But dude gets like the right chemicals and like pours water to like make the solution himself.
Yeah, it's a saline solution, so he just gets salt. But it's kind of funny when he goes to the school break room.
Yeah,
and gets like a salt shaker that it was empty.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh,
yeah,
darn it.
And right before he can inject himself, he succumbs and dies. Looks kind of goofy too doing it.
Yeah, because I think like he's getting like euphoric.
Yeah,
which is kind of funny. And he kind of dies with just kind of like, yeah, all right, this feels kind of cool. Then so the cat and mouse eventually leads to Chekhov's closet from earlier in the movie. Because Hein looks for Paula in there, and she remembered the whole electrocution thing with the corpse. So they must have just left that stuff in there.
You just loose wiring.
It's just some loose wiring in a closet. So she uses that to electrocute Hein, which doesn't quite work.
Doesn't kill him.
No. So we get kind of like a little surprise here, and he ends up going after her with the scalpel. And you get like the typical, you can't see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Both people are shocked.
Yeah.
Who did what? And turns out she got the jump on him and stabbed him. And then that's it. That's just kind of, it kind of ends there. Like the conflict.
Yeah.
So I guess she did it because next she's just visiting Casper in the hospital. Or not Casper.
Oliver, whatever.
Oliver.
Still Casper.
Hey, it's an Oliver twist.
And then they kiss or whatever, and it's a happy ending.
Yeah. Just kind of wraps it up. And then you get some credits. That's the end of the movie.
Oh, there is that after credit scene.
I was getting to that.
Okay.
You could take it away.
I'm not really quite sure what all gets said here, because it's...
I thought about making it a clip, but it's just kind of like too much.
Yeah. It's
Gabby.
Gabby, thank you. It's Gabby and some other dude.
And they're kind of talking about like, whoa, pretty weird what happened, huh?
Yeah, they're in the anatomy room having a little chat. And I'm not really quite sure what even...
Basically, okay, so it comes down to that they're both in the society.
Yeah.
Or aware of it at least, and they're all for it.
Yeah.
And they're like, this isn't going to change anything. We're just going to keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're going to do this because we're doing it for the progress.
Sure.
So they're going to sell out and it's just a thing to let you know, like, nothing's going to change. This is just going to keep happening.
See, that was my question, because at the end of the movie, when it's like Paula and Casper, and they're all just like happy, my thought was like, yeah, but there's still the secret society. Like they're still doing it. This movie didn't really have like a resolution.
No, it really doesn't.
Like, even to the point where like the secret society is mad at Hein and what he's doing, and Paula killing him just did them a favor.
Yeah.
Like they were probably like hooting and hollering when that happened.
This is like, I feel like there's more that should happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, Richard told us that there is a sequel.
Right.
So I don't know if it has anything to do with this.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very much a non-ending.
Yeah.
It tries to make you think that it's all good because Hein's dead and the couple survives.
Well.
Wow. Anatomy, huh?
Yeah. Should we do our slasher checklists?
Yeah, let's do okay, so we'll just wrap it up and we'll do like our movie rating by saying the word movie and if we would recommend it, and also go through our list of slasher tropes to see if Anatomy is a slasher. Take it away, Brennan.
I think this is a movie. I did enjoy this movie quite a bit. Fun characters. I guess my biggest issue with it is the relationship between Paula and Casper. I never bought that Paula would fall in love with Casper, especially since Casper throughout the movie is a jerk. But other than that, yeah, good directing, amazing gore. I guess not. There isn't really much gore as it is just like, I guess, practical effects of human bodies. I don't know. That is
like those plasticized corpses.
Right. Like amazing prop work. Yeah, I would recommend it too. It's a fun watch. Good red herrings too. Keeps you guessing for a good chunk of the movie. But yeah, I guess another flaw I see in it is Hein being super obviously evil and Paula not really fearing him or like, I don't know. She basically figures out that it's Hein pretty early on in movie terms. before like really anything happens with it. So I don't know, kind of weird there. But overall, I liked it.
Okay, cool.
You?
What about your checklist?
Oh, checklist, yeah. 3 or more kills? No. I mean, that we see
So you have David. You have
David.
rando guy,
We don't see him get killed though.
hand guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not really. I mean, I would assume he dies because like they are taking out all
Obviously,
his stuff.
Yeah. But I wouldn't call that a death
What
scene.
about Gretchen and Phil?
We don't see them die. We do see Phil die and the professor. Do we see him die? Do we see him get like stabbed? And
Yeah,
die?
there's like blood on the floor and whatnot, and the whole butterfly landing on him. Also weird that Hein was just kind of hanging out. Like you did.
He was
there's
just there.
The broken glass and stuff. Like, is this like, he's just gonna stand here for a while? I guess I'll make a quick call.
I will loosely put 3 or more kills. Loosely. Because you don't really see a whole lot of kills happen. You on screen see 1 innocent person get killed. 2 innocent people get killed on screen, and 2 villains get killed on screen.
Yeah, villains I don't count.
Right. An emphasis on kills. I'm not going to check that. Killer hunting down prey. I'm not going to put that either because there is like a level of stalking, but it isn't stalking to like hunt. Main group of people being hunted. No. Gimmick. I'll give it gimmick because of the whole anatomy, whatnot, and dissecting people. That is a gimmick. So I got 2 out of 5.
Ooh.
That does not clear it for me.
Okay. Well, I guess on to me. I'd say this is a movie. It's not. Boy, it's a time period that I don't really get into. It's always like I don't know. There's something about the 90s and early 2000s that is just for me is really icky.
It is just
I
gross.
I don't like it. I didn't really like a lot of movies around this time, even if some are technically good. It's not really. I don't look back on it fondly, and that's just my taste. And this has a lot of that ick all over it, especially that Fat Boy Slim song just getting thrown in.
Yeah.
Although, I was kind of surprised by the German slow jam in the credits.
Yeah.
That was kind of unusual.
Uh-huh.
I think I want to watch this not dubbed into English.
Yeah.
I did not really care for the voice acting in this, even though, like Richard said, that you're going to recognize some from the Italian movies, and I think some from some Japanese movies for sure. Like these voices all were very familiar.
Familiar for sure. Yeah.
But sometimes I just don't like the delivery.
Yeah.
I feel I accept it more in a Godzilla movie.
It's cheesier.
Strangely enough.
You're not supposed to take it as seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll agree with you though. Like the directing was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And, like trying to look past the ick that I have, I did enjoy this movie.
Yeah.
I thought it had some fun bits to it. And it was cool seeing a German movie.
Yeah.
And I feel like without going through my checklist right away, I feel this is just more of a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I take from it.
Yeah.
And that's how it feels. That's how it felt the entire time. And I did enjoy it though. Just me saying I would like to rewatch it says a lot.
Definitely.
I want to rewatch it with the German because I want to get more of the emoting from the actual actors.
So I assume you'd recommend it then.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess I would recommend this. It's in a weird spot.
Yeah.
All of this just feels really weird.
Yeah.
And it's an enjoyable weird.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just like, here we are. But okay, on to my checklist. Edged weapon kill at least one.
We do get one.
Yeah, it does. It does count. Stalking / hunting of victims, which is similar to yours. I'm going to give it to this because we got a whole cat and mouse scene. And the whole thing with David getting nabbed at the bar, although brief, still counts. Peekaboo Corpse? No. There is a Gretchen reveal, but I feel that's not a Peekaboo Corpse.
It is not, no.
Like Peekaboo Corpse to me is like flopping out of a closet or whatever.
Finding a corpse where you're not supposed to find one and being scared by it.
Yeah, like it's more of like a jump scare.
Right.
Let's see here. Vice kill? No vice kills. Nobody was being specifically killed because they were, having sexy time or
Smoking pot.
yeah. So none of that. Body count of at least 2 victims happens.
Happens, yeah.
So for me, no vice kill, no. That's 3 out of 5 for me. Where mine comes through, but our combined score,
5 out of 10.
it's right in the line.
If somebody asked me if this was a slasher, I would say no.
I would also say no as well. As elements, apparently.
For
because
sure.
of our score.
For sure.
But sorry, Richard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Doesn't meet our quota.
Nope.
You know what this movie really needed? One more scene, preferably 2, of people being live dissected. Live dissected on the table, freaking out. Because I feel like that's where the horror of this story is. That's the scary part. That's the thing that the story revolves around. And we only get to see it once in the beginning of the movie.
That's a good point.
And it is the scariest part of this movie, too.
Yeah, this movie's not really scary, but that part is.
Yeah, and I feel like it just needed one more scene of that. That way when Paul is sitting on that table, or Casper, well, I don't really care about Casper, but when Paul is sitting on the table, you'd be more scared. You'd be more worried. You would know what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's not a lot of suspense in this movie.
Yeah.
Beyond like mystery kind of suspense, but it's not making you feel tense. Like the most tense scene is Hein trying to not get busted.
Yeah. Or it's Casper taking his damn time to get that saline solution.
Yeah. Well, speaking of taking our damn time.
Yeah.
We took enough for this one,
Yeah.
I feel. And time to wrap it up and wrap yourself up in a t-shirt from our T Public store.
Transition.
Our whole logo and everything for this Summer Slasher Camp is available on a multitude of products at our T Public store. Links in the show notes. Go check it out. Get yourself one of the latest designs. I feel this one feels a little more campy than the previous one. Although we did ride that first design for quite some time, and it's still one of my favorites.
Yeah.
All those are available. So all 3 designs, go check it out. Get yourself some. Get all of your friends some. You can go out and look like camp counselors.
There we go. Get your kids some. Corrupt their youth.
Indeed. Maybe don't have them watch this movie. There's a little too much nudity in it.
Uh-huh.
A lot of dude bones, though.
Yeah.
And what we didn't get, though, was dongles. So thanks to our listeners, the dongles. Yeah. If you're a dongle, what did you think of this movie? Maybe you think it is a slasher. Maybe not. Write to us. You can reach us at
corruptedyouthpod
at gmail.com. So yeah, write to us. Let us know. Give us some feedback. We got nothing going on other than more potential slasher movies coming up.
Yeah, stay tuned for that.
2 more episodes. Check out our previous episodes on Summer Slasher Camp. There's some good ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's like this is one of my favorite things to do.
I look forward to Summer Slasher Camp. I really do. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. Thanks to our listeners, the dongles. That's you.
Thanks to our fellow podcasters as well.
Yeah, because they got all the movie picks this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you a lot for your support. Go check out Hello, This is the Doom Show. Richard sent that in, and they just hit episode 300. What a spectacular episode. I listened to it. They played the original theme. I teared up.
Aw.
It just
cute.
got me in the feels.
Cute.
I was like, oh man, there it is.
That's nice.
Just, he gets like all his co-hosts together in one episode.
That's sick.
Yeah. And they just chat, and it's just so nice.
That sounds like fun. Yeah.
Yeah. So go check that out. Other than that, Time for us to go. Hang in there, Donnie.
Hang in there.
Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth! Corrupted youth!
I knew it. I've been having the runs. I mean, a case of diarrhea like that, it's simply got to be anti-Hippocratic. Hey, Paula, seriously, it really itches. In fact, I think somebody's branded me on the ass.